Thank you. You know, there are many events that take place with muscular dystrophy around the Toronto area over the long weekend. This is just another one. I'm here with Carrie Hudson, Miss Toronto, and we have several guests. Philippe Fardy, you're the aerobics coordinator here at Holiday Fitness in Mississauga. What is going on here?
Well, we've had about 100 people participating for Aerobiton. We're going to have some more coming in. They're a really good spirit. They're having lots of fun, as you can hear them.
How long will this aerobathon go on?
4 hours.
4 hours today. Okay, Carrie, you've got a guest there.
It's Mark Muirhead we're talking to, and I just want to know if he has any idea as to how much money has been raised for muscular dystrophy.
Oh, actually, we haven't had a grand total, but there's a lot of people here, so I imagine a great turnout.
And so there has been a great turnout. Approximately how many people?
I'd say there's about 80, but everybody's participating and having a great time down here.
Terrific.
Okay. Ida Jesperson is a volunteer with muscular dystrophy. It's your first year involved here. I understand you've got some updated pledge information for us on the aerobathon.
So far, up to date, we've received $726 in pledges. The person with the highest pledges is Melanie McFadden from Mississauga. She's received $125 in pledges.
Okay.
So we're doing great.
That's great. And you can come down here if you want to. You can have a look at what's going on here at Holiday Fitness. It's just another one of the events, Carrie, that happens throughout Toronto and throughout all of the area around here for muscular dystrophy and for Jerry's kids. Let's go back to the Toronto Airport Hilton.
Thank you, Richard. There's all kinds of events going on around the area, but get involved. At least make a phone call, make a pledge, and come on down with your money, just as people I have a little piece of business to do to the little fella. Robbie, here it is. That's for you, pal. Okay, we got that out of the way. I have here from Maplehurst Correctional Institute, Chris Schultz. He's the correctional officer of Maplehurst Correctional Institute. Take me away, sir. I meant to file my income tax.
What we do at Maplehurst is we collect money from two separate areas, one being the staff, the other being the inmates. From the staff, we collect general day-to-day donations, and throughout the year, we manage to have some 50-50 draws. From the inmates, the admitting and discharge area, we have a box set up, and when the inmate is discharged, all his money is given to him. And when he's being released, we then confront him about making a donation to muscular dystrophy, and most of them are pretty good.
Anything to get out, right?
Anything, yeah.
Anyway, let's get to the good stuff, Chris. What have you got for us? Hold up that sign. I think that's a beauty. Look at that, and I believe in that. Muscular dystrophy should not be a life sentence, and it shouldn't be. Come on, let's get that money in here. Now, what have you got for $2,000? Now, hey, come on. Come on here. Okay, we're going to the new kid on the block. We're going to Mike. Thank you very much, Chris.
Special friends of the association, you hear us talking through the course of the show the importance you play in making the telethon a success, the importance of corporate sponsors with their large fundraisers and large donations make, and of course the people who are really the backbone of the association, those running the carnival. And here's one carnival that's been going on for years, right here in Toronto, with Marion Osmond as the coordinator of that particular event, one of her associates, Paulette Savoy, and young Stephen, who is really one of the children who make it all a success. Marion, how did this year's carnival go?
Very good. We took in $504.
Outstanding. Now, I know that in working with you, there's a number of events that go on at this particular carnival. Maybe you could tell us about a couple of them.
Well, we have a street carnival, and we have raffles, and what else can I say, Steve?
Well, you know, it's...
Special guest this year, baby Ashley was there, and her mother.
You spent an awful lot of time during the course of the year, I know, Marion, preparing for this particular event, and on the weekend of it, and I believe it was back in July, it all comes together, and it's really quite a success, and it's something that the kids in the neighborhood can take care of, and we really appreciate your help that way.
Thank you very much.
You know, that's what it's all about. It's the people who are out there right from the grassroots, Stephen here, making the success of the telethon and the association through the course of the year possible. It's kids helping kids, plain and simple. And for those people that are looking for their children to do something on site, come on down. The Children Activity Center is looking for you down here. Now back to Marty.
Thanks, Mike. I got some more friends here from the Port Elgin, Owen Sound area. I had Ken Van Lith representing CFOS Radio. He's an announcer and promotional director in Owen Sound. Bruce Little, the Port Elgin Fire Chief, and Eric McLeod, a Port Elgin firefighter. Ken, tell me about your volleyball classic.
Well, Larry Longfield from the Muscular Dystrophy office in London gave me a call and asked me if we wanted to become involved in the volleyball tournament that he was planning for the Port Elgin beach. And we said, yeah, it'd be a great time. So we ended up getting 24 teams involved, and hopefully we'll even double that next year. And we were able to raise $1,260 over the 2-day period. And I'd also like to thank Lou Bertoli from Carling O'Keefe for his involvement, as well as McDonald's Restaurants in Port Elgin and also Owen Sound, and of course the Port Elgin Fire Department for all their help too.
Great, Ken, thank you. I know those corporate sponsors are good to have. And Bruce, the firefighters have been doing some things too.
We were busy in early June. We ran our own toll, and we'd like to also make a presentation on behalf of the Port Elgin firefighters for another little sum here of $2,500.
There we go, $2,500 from the Port Elgin firefighters. Total of $3,700. Let's hear it for these guys. Thank you very much. And now let's go to John.
Okay, Marty, thank you guys for that donation. I was talking on the phone to the Brockville area, Jerry Beecroft down there, and he says their phones are not busy. Shame on you, Brockville. Come on, you can help. The fishbowl, they have fishbowls set up at the Art Civic Center where they got their pledge center. They got fishbowls at the fire department headquarters. They got Burger King's got fishbowls, McDonald's. Get your money down there. Come on, Brockville. Don't hide it under a rock. Get your money into us because we'll put it to good use. Just like these fine gentlemen standing beside me here from the Thornhill Lodge, Bennett Brith, Stan Rosenbarb, and Joe Sunshine. And have you got some good things for us, Stan?
Well, we certainly hope so. Joe is chairman of our bingo that we run on Monday nights at the Thornhill Community Center, and he has a presentation to make to you.
All right, Joe, that's the kind of guy I like, the guy with the money.
On behalf of our patrons at the Monday Night Bingo at Thornhill Community Center, I'd like to present you with a check for $1,200.
$1,200, come on. See how it's done, Brockville? For shame on you. Now, come on, you got checkbooks down there, and I know there's people in Brockville that can write. Get down there with your money. Now we're going to the new guy, Mike. Marty, the old guy,
some more of our good friends from the fire services. All the way from Ajax, we have
Paul Ritchie
and
Marty Smith.
Marty, nice to have you. Paul, I've known of Ajax, supporter of the association, for a while. What took place this year?
This year we held a slow pitch ball tournament with 48 teams. It was held on July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And with all 48 teams, we were able to raise $6,573.
Outstanding. Now, the key question of importance is, did Ajax win?
We had so much work to do in organizing the tournament that we weren't able to actually have a team in ourselves.
Next year?
Yes, we will.
Outstanding. Fellas, thanks very much for joining us. Back in base.
Thanks, Mike. You know, a lot can happen in a minute, and every minute MDAC spends about $60 to keep its support services program alive, to help give people with over 40 neuromuscular diseases hope and support that they need to continue their fight against this crippling disease. When you phone in a pledge for whatever you can afford, you'll be sponsoring a better life for a lot of very worthwhile people.
Now, if you plan to get down to the exhibition at the C&E weekend at the Kentelly booth today between noon and 1:30, they're auctioning off food. Get down there, make a bid. If you're coming down here, there's a great kids entertainment in the basement down at Misty. Bring the family. It's kids helping kids. Marty, do us a favor and give us a total, son.
Let's have a look at that board. We now have $552,377.